I never envisaged what was going on forward. We always had the club as number one, you know, county was number two, and I think that's why I think eventually we did end up winning in All Ireland.
I think Bill Shankly was probably right. He said it's not a matter of my life and death, it's much more important than that. You see, the prize is so great. There's so much at stake, and so many amateur players and mentors and backroom staff. This isn't just about the players. This is about the people selling the lottery tickets to fund the club, and the club, the supporters, and the people who pay the money.
February 2011, we were after having an unbelievable 2010. I mean, we were a formidable side.
They're like, you know, I think the best way to describe it is just like two heavyweight boxers. They just went at it, you know, hell for leather, punch after punch.
We knew in ourselves coming off a good county championship that year that we were ready to attack the Munster club, and we were ready to attack the All Ireland. We didn't have a whole lot to go off of Clarinbridge. Meanwhile, probably Clarinbridge knew an awful lot about us.
So I suppose it was their time really, and you know, they came with a very strong group of players, and people were very committed to one another, and there was a great pride in the club.
There was huge experience in the group, you know, and I think when, you know, sometimes, particularly in the club scene, you know, maybe you can come unnoticed.
It's so hard to win Galway. So when you actually achieve that, it's like putting a pin in a balloon. You just relax. You know, you feel like that you basically achieved your goal. But then you realise, hold on a second, we're a game away from Croke Park.
Obviously, it's an unbelievable occasion. I think when you win a county final and you progress to the All Ireland series, not alone is it a huge day for the team, it's a massive day for the parish and the club.
I'll never forget it. I mean, I suppose it was a unique day. You never forget days like that. The weather was fantastic. The sun was beaming down, and people seemed to think because we were playing Clarinbridge it would be, you know, we had a good chance of winning, but because Portumna weren't there. But it has to be borne in mind that Clarinbridge won a championship, that Portumna were in that championship. So they had emerged as the best team in Galway. So they were a very formidable outfit, and you know, it was really, everything was set up for a cracker.
We went in with under no illusion that it was going to be a massively competitive game and it was going to go down to the wire, but I suppose what unfolded after that was just incredible.
We had a winning mentality coming up along, so you know, while the general public didn't give us much of a chance on the day, like we just couldn't wait for the ball to be thrown in.
That game just right from the off just ebbed and flowed, and it just took a life of its own.
We were after weathering the storm. We took everything they'd thrown at us. We believed we were after taking everything that they'd thrown at us. And we were the type of team that we kept going to the end. We didn't know when we were beaten, and when Owen Madigan scored that point, I firmly believed that we were going to push on and win the game, and I never envisaged what was going on forward.
Goal Mark stuck on the 21. You know, I think Mark scored 2-5, 2-6 that day, and not many people knew like he was really sick coming into that game. You know, and the performance he gave under those circumstances were phenomenal.
I think Clarinbridge went a point ahead then. I think Alan Kearns put Clarinbridge a point ahead, if my memory serves me correct. And then Brian the Bull Phelan came up with the equaliser to bring it to extra time.
Brian Phelan has a chance to equalise the All-Ireland Club semi-final. Can he do it? Can he come up with the goods? He's on the halfway line. Brian Phelan, 2 years ago he equalised the game against Cushendall, and Brian Phelan from the halfway line, would you believe, has put it over the bar. Incredible drama. 118 to 21 points. We're going to extra time.
We were happy the way we were playing. Right around the pitch, our attitude was good. We were getting in the hooks and the blocks and the tackles, and then, you know, the periods of extra time, and we got ourselves into a winning position. We were 2 points up, and I'll never forget the last 90 seconds of that game. Just etched in my memory.
Salle had completely retreated. I don't know, was there anyone inside the halfway line?
You know, I think it had gone in 2 or 3 times, came back out.
The ball was played into the centre to Brian Phelan, and Brian cleared it left-handed again. He couldn't get a long stroke, and he was about to be hooked.
I think Micheál Donoghue got it, hit it in. He went down with cramp, came back out.
And it came to a Galway defender just in front of the Corla in Semple Stadium. And he got it, he lobbed it in. It seemed to take an age. The ball seemed to be in the air for a long time. It was a bit like John F. Kennedy getting shot, you know, just played over and over again. And
Alan gets it,
Roundsy's man takes a shot.
Ian flicks it up and then
it just topped up perfectly for Ian to come and finish it. Fairy tale stuff.
And after that was absolute devastation.
I remember a good buddy of mine, Christy O'Connor, he wrote for the Times, and we'd conversed during the week, and he was going to write an article about the demise of club hurling. And we were having an argument all week. I was saying I totally disagree. Like I think it's super strong. Like, and I remember after the game, you know, when you win, you get a million text messages. When you lose, you get your family text messages. But I remember he'd sent me a message about 10 minutes to go, and he goes, "I can't believe I'm watching one of the best games of club hurling of all time. You know, you're after screwing my article."
The only way you could describe it is equivalent of getting your Christmas pay packet, a big Christmas pay packet, and someone coming and just pickpocketing your wallet, and you're just deflated. You're fit to kill someone, you can't kill someone, and it just ruins your whole Christmas. I'm still not over. I still think about that game. As I said, I'll take that game to my grave. I firmly believe that was my best ever opportunity of winning an All-Ireland medal.
I remember getting into my car and going for a long spin. I actually drove down to Wexford Park to see Waterford playing a National League game. I was watching it at half-time and I was really down. My phone rang and I saw this number coming up, a number I didn't recognise.
I rang him and he was at a match.
He took the time to look up my number and he rang me, you know, just as a consolation really.
I just spoke to him and obviously, you know, thanked him for coming in, and his words meant an awful lot to the lads, and it probably formed a strong enough relationship. You know, we've often spoke after that, but you know, he's someone that I have huge respect for, and I just thought, look, in the manner the way the game ended, as I said, you know, Clarinbridge came out victorious and took all the plaudits, but you know, it takes two teams to get to that, and he deserved a phone call, yeah.
Show.